Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I thought I would show you a throwback video to my OG or original world back from about a year ago. This would have been in April or so, maybe February of 2024. And this is when I was still just getting into Lego and I had just built my first world on my own. And one of my first projects in this world was to build this castle sort of superstructure. And I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but I thought I would try anyways. And I find myself a lot more knowledgeable about the game now, obviously, but I'm going to do a little tour of my original and first custom castle. So here we are. Just gonna fly over. And yeah, I had hit the build limit a number of times on this. I think I'm close to it at the moment, but there's probably still a few pieces that I could add into it. So this is the village square and sort of the town center where I was doing all my production at the time. And when I first started building this base, I remember that I didn't have any of these walls up or any of these structures up, and the skeletons kept attacking me in the base. But I had enough villagers around, so it was kind of a bone harvesting city, I suppose, for me. So I managed to collect a lot of bones in the process. I also started adding a few little pre-made houses at first, but then I quickly abandoned that idea and I started my own custom structure. So here we are this is the museum. I haven't caught all the fish yet, and I haven't really been able to go any further with this simply because of the build limit. And this takes us down to the back entrance of the castle. As you can see, I don't have perfect corners everywhere and perfect things everywhere, but it's my first attempt anyways. And back entrance just goes back out into the desert here, where I would harvest my skeletons. And it was mostly just the standard pieces. I hadn't bought any sets yet. But anyways, come back up here through the back entrance. And this was kind of the first structure I put up. This was kind of where I put my beds and stuff and the villagers slept. And I knocked out a couple of walls and whatever. And yeah, as you can see, all the old weapons and tools are still on the wall. And not just upstairs, I just had the beds for the villagers. Nothing too special going on here. And I did add this custom extension on so that I could sort of go to the village square. And I built this sort of custom structure for the village square. You can just go up here and sort of, it's like a lookout. And you can just kind of see over the ocean. You can see the frostlands in the distance and so forth. Just go back out here. And then I built this structure. This is kind of the main castle part of it. And I'll just go around the side of it to start. As you can see, I built some structures onto it. There's a well here. And here's the back entrance again. And if I go down here, there's another little side entrance that I built on this hill into here. And then if we go back up the stairs, we go into the main throne room. And I thought I was quite impressed at the time that I built this. I was still using foundation pieces for everything, but since all the build limits have been quite nasty to me, all my future builds haven't been using foundation pieces all that much. And then people come in and admire the throne room. That takes me to the next part, which is the second level. To come up the stairs, I didn't have enough build limit to finish this section off, but anyways, this is the main dining hall where the king resides with his guests. And then there's a little side entrance here where I guess servant staff would come in and serve the meals, which I won't get into right now. Let's go back down. And we'll go up the stairs, one more set of flight, or one more flight of steps. And this is another sort of lookout tower again. I didn't put railings in because it was already build limit. And you can have a nice view of the whole area from here. And this is from the Frostlands set roof here. That's where I came up. And at the beginning when we were first doing this, I ended up killing myself with a backpack with nothing in it, so that I always have that white thing up in the sky to tell if I was close. And it doesn't really matter now because we have markers and everything, but at the time we didn't have it, so that was actually my marker to get me back home, and before flying mode existed and etc. in the regular. And we head back out. Oh yeah, here's another little side entrance here. It takes you back out over here, and this is like a back entrance into the main housing area. So we'll go back out this way, and we'll go down here now. And this is the production area. Well, before we go to the production area, I'm going to go up and have another tower here. And this just takes you all the way up. Got some lag going on. And all the way up. And as you can see, there's just another tower here. Nothing too special. Alright, so this is the main production area. Bob is sitting around chilling out. Same with Lion Brand. I'm not sure what they're producing right now. I don't really care. And this is my main food area here. So I got all these chests. These were the chests I was able to afford at the time. Each one has different types of food in it, and I was using different food there to illustrate what was going on. And this was a balcony that didn't quite get finished, but it's sort of half finished. And you can just go out here and enjoy the view some more. Go back in here, all the production facilities were in here. This is where all the workers were. And then if you go down one level, this was the main storage room. And I had everything nicely organized. I think it's still organized. Should be. So finished is on top. Raw production stuff is on the bottom. I think this is some Star Wars stuff here. Yeah. And some more production things. This is my crafting bench. Here's the old crafting bench, the one upgraded one that looks a little different now, obviously. And then there's some wood stuff around here. And if you go this way, this takes out the side, and then up it takes out another side entrance outside the castle. And then back down the steps, we get it to the good stuff. So if you jump up over here, we had this sort of like this cubby hole sort of secret area. It's blocked off at the moment. I don't remember why it's blocked off, but it is. Go back down the steps and into the barracks, I suppose, of the castle. And there's steps, which we'll get to. This was supposed to be a barracks for the guards, which obviously I couldn't furnish. Didn't get to finishing it. And you continue down these stairs, and here's the storage room for the weaponry. So all my Star Wars stuff is in here, and all the different chests for weapons and stuff like that for the guards. And you go back, yeah, if you go out here, there's a little balcony, nothing too special. Take a look over there. I know it's nighttime, but I think it adds a nice little ambience to it. And we go back up, and we will see a secondary. So what we're going to do is go down these steps, and this takes you down into another, not a secret area, but it's kind of another way out of the castle. It kind of straddles the side of the cliff, basically. And all the way down, And you keep going down, down, down. We're basically going down the entire cliff. And there's another little secret entrance here if you're on the bottom of the cliff and you need a way to get out. You go this way. And then out. So that was kind of cool. I thought it was kind of neat. And from this view of the castle, we're at the bottom of the castle now. You can see what it looks like from the outside and from the lake side, I suppose. So yeah, that's pretty neat. We'll just go back in because there's a few more things to show. In through the secret entrance and up the stairs. There's kind of a secret bed here in case you wanted to, I don't know, not go all the way up. And then this little platform here takes us to another little secret area. And if you go this way, it doesn't go anywhere. But if you go this way, there's a door here. And you go up into here. And then out here, there's another door, and that takes you to this area. There's a chest here, and there's sort of a secret balcony here that you can get to. And it's daytime again, so that's good. So we'll just go back the way we came. And it did take quite a bit to get all this worked out so that everything fit together. Back up the stairs we go. And through the magic of editing, I'm gonna take you to the next section. Alright, here we go. We're going out another entrance here. So this goes into another tower that I had built. And if you go all the way up, you'll see where it ends up. Windows out of every corner. And there's a jump pad here. Now he's using this jump pad at first before we had the force and whatever. And I was able to basically jump to the next base from here or the other jump pad over there. And this just takes you back up to the roof of the main part of the castle, or the production area of the castle. And this is just where I stored arrows and stuff in here. And there's 2 jump pads depending on which village I wanted to go to. And there's one more area I wanted to show you. Actually, I guess there's 2 more areas. So we'll go back down here. And we'll cross into what I call... I used to have a farm here. And this is sort of a... This goes into the production area. But if you came out through the production area here, you could get out this way. Or you could go to the garden. Now, the garden used to be a lot bigger. But I scaled it down quite a bit so that I could fit other things in. And now I just have a recycler. Recyclers here, a couple chests for my bone production, and then my garden is just basically on top because I actually have another village that's dedicated just to farming now. And the one last place I will take you to is, if I can remember it, we'll just do a cut here to figure it out. Right, so back in the production room, there's one more door to go through, and that's this one in the back here. This takes you to another area. So this is another secret balcony. Well, not really secret because it does connect to the production area. But if you go down here, I go down these steps, you'll see another area that we can jump into. And this takes to a secret level in the castle. You can kind of see out the side here. And then it's very cramped in here, and go through here. And there's a sort of a secret chest in here where I store some of my prized possessions that I don't want anyone else to find, but I guess anyone in the world will see them now. And this takes you just to the staircase when you want to leave. And then this just goes back to where we came from. And we'll go back out. And then when you're all done with the castle and you wanted to go to your next base, you would just climb up to the roof. jump on the jump pad. I won't change the force yet because that jump pad's in strategic places. And you would glide over to wherever you wanted to go. Oops, I missed that one. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. There's a jump pad here. So quickly go to. And just go up here. And then I could jump over to this other jump pad. And then get into the castle quickly. Just like that. So obviously these jump pads are kind of redundant now because I could just change the force and go wherever I want, but that's how it was. And there's one more jump pad over here at the edge of the castle. You just hit on here, and then it takes me to my sort of where I store all the vehicles, and the bus stop was over here when the bus stop first came. So this is a more recent addition that I did. And down here this is where I store all the vehicles. So I have these sort of pre-made cars. They're all the same with a chest on it for traveling. And these are kind of like race cars that I can use for racing in. It's a pre-built here. This used to be my harvester made out of frost pine, which I can't use anymore, but basically I would just go mow down trees and things with it. I'm not going to test drive it right now. And then over here was my first airship, basically. My first real airship that was kind of custom designed and actually looked like an airship. It probably still flies okay, but I don't want to risk breaking it because of the frost pine now. And all these random pieces over here, it's because there was a brute that kept spawning over here, and I was going to keep destroying my structure, so I built all these things hoping that he wouldn't get past. And for a while it kind of worked, but then he started going around them, so I just had to put a village square down just to keep from spawning. So and again there's one little thing here too. This is so I could work on my vehicles, my flying vehicles. So I just land the flying vehicles sort of on top here, and then I could go from underneath to repair them. And this was kind of my first real jump tower. When the Star Wars set came out, I built this, and you just kind of go up like this, or you're supposed to be able to go up like this, but I keep hitting my head. There we go. And then you go up to the next one, and up here, and up here, and then we're at the top. So this is where I would sort of park my airships that were still floating. I could just put them off the side of the steps here, and that would how I'd dock and avoid the build limit from the main village. So yeah, I think that I covered everything in this video for this castle. There's lots of other stuff I built in this world, but maybe in another time I will show those to you. There's a old village over there, and there's some over in the ocean over here, and then my farm is way over in this direction over here, or sorry, way over in this direction right here. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this sort of original throwback to Lego Fortnite from early 2024. Have a good one, and thanks for watching.